In this video, I'm going to show you how to safely pop your middle back. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over some great exercises that are designed to open up and release the middle and upper backs to give that satisfying pop, crack, or release that you're looking for. All of these exercises work just a little bit differently, so go through them all, take what works best for you. As a note, these are not chiropractic adjustments. They don't serve to replace chiropractic adjustments. Instead, they're just simple mobility exercises that, again, may give that quick mobilization or pop into the middle back that you're looking for. So let's get started. So this exercise is a personal favorite for many because it's a very easy way to open up the middle back and get that satisfying pop, crack, or release that you're looking for. I call this one the middle back corkscrew. This is best done next to a wall. I'm going to have my knees bent at 90 degrees on both sides. The side that is facing the wall, make sure that your hip, knee, ankle, foot, everything is flush against that wall. Take the hand on that side, press into the knee, and make sure that this is a stable anchor point. So it's always pressing into the wall, not to allow this side to come off. The other knee is going to be bent on the floor. Make sure to put a pillow or towel underneath it for extra comfort. So let's start with very good upright posture. Do a slight chin tuck too, so you have very good neck posture. The first movement is very easy. I'm going to press the side into the wall. I'm going to straighten the other side's arm like this, straight at the elbow, and I'm going to slowly start to turn my whole back from the lower into the middle to the upper, including my head in the opposite direction. This causes rotation or that corkscrew effect, and you'll feel a wonderful deep stretch into the middle and upper back. You really want to focus on feeling it over the spot in the middle back that is locked up. Once you do this, go to a very deep but comfortable stretch. This should not cause discomfort. Once you hit that point, hold this for about 15 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax, take a breather. On the next repetition, stretch into it just a little bit more to help open up the middle back even further. And you might get a sudden pop or release with this one if that joint is locked up. But you want to do this for about 5 repetitions. This is how we can take it to the next level and target different spots, different muscle groups. So instead of going straight out like this, let's raise our arms slightly up towards the ceiling and do the same thing. What you'll notice is it hits the back just a little bit differently, so give that one a try. Experiment with going up with different angles. If you notice, like right here hits it just a little bit more over that tight achy spot in the middle back, throw some more reps in. You can also go towards the floor and do the same thing. But go through all of those motions, again, throw more reps in towards the spots that need it, and then switch to the other side to make sure everything is kept in balance. So this is what I like to call the schoolhouse pops. Somebody please let me know in the comments that I wasn't the only one doing this during grade school. What we need is a sturdy chair, one without wheels and a solid backing. I also like to put a towel or a small pillow over the top of the chair right here for extra comfort. Just start with very good upright posture to begin with. We want to focus the top of the chair right here, right over the spot of the middle back. So for me, it's about right here. Once I have that, what I'm going to do is just press into it with my body weight. Take my hands, place it right on the back of my head. I'm going to wing my elbows backwards as much as I can to help open up the chest. What I want to do is have an initial amount of tension while doing this. That way we're going to get better results. Once we feel that very good opening into the chest and our shoulder blades are really starting to pinch together, what I'm going to do is lean back with my upper back as much as I can into the chair. And this really pinpoints that spot of the chair over the middle back. The more that you lean into it, the more it's going to open up the back into extension, and you might get a sudden pop or release. You want to focus on a comfortable stretch for about 10 to 15 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax and take a breather, and then you're going to repeat this one 3 to 5 times. If it's ready to go, it will generally pop. But you can take this into a little bit more of a passive stretch by just kind of winging my elbows back very gently like this over the spot. And I just do this for about a second, but don't try to slam your back into this. If it's going to go, it's going to go. Only make sure that this feels nice and comfortable. From there, you can just switch over different spots by just sliding down with your butt into the chair and doing the same thing. But go pretty much from the middle to the upper back, target any spots that you feel need it a little bit more. So here is a really easy way to open up your middle back using the edge of a bed. The great part about this one is we're going to traction or pull open those joints and let gravity do all of the hard work. What we want to do is start off at the edge of a bed. Place a pillow or towel underneath the upper back too, right at the edge of the bed. It'll offer a little bit more support. Let's start by supporting our head by just putting our hands on the back just like this. What we want to do next is just allow gravity to take our upper body and head weight downwards towards the floor. You should already start to feel a very gentle pulling traction into the spot of the upper back that is over the edge of the bed. From there, we want to intensify this by just winging our elbows downwards towards the floor. And this usually feels really, really good. If it is locked up, you might get a sudden pop, crack, or self-release, but only go to your comfort level. This should not cause discomfort. From there, what I want to do is hold this for about 15 to 20 seconds and just relax as much as you can. The more you relax, the more effective this exercise will be. When you need a breather, just come back up just like this, but do a couple repetitions, upwards to 3. With each repetition too, I try to stretch more into it by lowering my head towards the floor and winging my elbows down even just a little bit more. But from there, use your feet to push yourself down just a little bit more to target the spot down from there. And you want to repeat this process pretty much from the upper back all the way down to the middle back. If you do notice that one certain spot, like right here, this is the pinpoint spot of achiness for me, what I want to do is make note of that and throw more repetitions in. Always target the spots that need just a little bit more focus, but go again from all the way from the upper back to the middle back. If you want to take this one to the next level, even more so if you have pain off to one side, let's say I have pain off to my right side. What I want to do is this same movement, but I'm going to bend my body in the opposite direction. So if I have right-sided pain, I'm going to bend just a little bit towards my left and repeat this. What you'll notice is it helps open up the middle back just a little bit more off to that right side. This feels really good. But go through that and use any motions that you feel are a little bit more effective, and I really hope that opens up and self-releases the upper and middle back. This is what I like to call the anywhere stretch because we can do this one in a door frame or in a corner of a wall. I'm going to go over 3 different positions that hit the back a little bit differently and may give you that satisfying self-pop, crack, or release that you're looking for. So let's go into the door frame or right next to the corner of that wall. I'm going to put my feet together, have very good upright posture to begin with. Let's start with a Y position with our arms. So I'm going to reach up like this, keep my elbows straight, arms are going to be straight. I'm going to grip off to the side for a stable anchor point. From there, I'm going to lean forward. My whole body is leaning as one unit forward into the door frame or towards that corner. When you do this, you're going to feel a very good activation of the chest muscles and also into the upper and middle back. It should feel like the back is starting to open up. Really focus on that. You want to hold this one comfortably for about 15 to 20 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax, take a breather. On the next one, we're going to do kind of like a field goal U position. I'm going to have my elbows bent roughly at 90 degrees. From there, I'm just going to do the same thing. And when I do this one, I usually do get a pretty quick self-release. This one just really opens up my back. But again, I'll hold this one for about 15 to 20 seconds, really stretching into it as much as I can. I'm going to relax, and then I'm going to go into the final position, which is a W. So kind of taking our elbows like this and then just simply repeating. Go through all 3 of these motions. If you feel like one is just targeting it a little bit better and helping to open up the back, throw more repetitions in at that point. You can also target off to the side by taking one hand on the opposite side and stabilizing over the shoulder and then just simply repeating. So if I have a lot going on my right side, I'm just going to just focus on stretching into it just a little bit more onto that one side. But go through all of the motions. Again, if you feel like one opens it up and gives you that pop, crack, or release, really focus on that movement. So my absolute favorite way to open up my middle back and get that satisfying self-pop or release is with the foam roller method. I know a lot of people don't have foam rollers, so here is a very quick trick that you can do in a pinch. I'm going to be using a tasty can of beef barley soup. You can use any flavor you like, and a large bath towel. Place it right in the middle, and what I'm going to do is just roll the towel over that can of soup, and voila, you have a homemade foam roller. If you do choose to use the soup can method, just make sure that the can is widthwise so your spine is center over the can itself. If you would like to get a foam roller, you can pretty much get them at any local sporting goods department, but I will also leave a link in this video's description. So with the foam roller method, I'm going to go over 3 different positions to hopefully open up the middle back and get it to release. Let's start off on the floor just like this. I'm going to be centered over the foam roller. With this one also, I'm going to position the foam roller to begin with right at the bottom of the middle back. We do not want to do this exercise over the lower back because that can cause discomfort. My knees are going to be bent, my feet are going to be flat as a stable anchor point. My hands are going to go right behind my head like this. Let's start off by just winging our upper body and head weight down towards the floor and then just lifting the butt up like this, kind of like a bridge exercise. What you're going to notice is that the more you go down with your head and your elbows, the more it's going to open up the back over the spot of the foam roller. And if it is locked up, you might get that sudden pop or release that you're looking for. But let's just start off with a simple roll. I'm going to use my legs right here to roll from my upper back to my middle back, just very, very slowly. And this should take you about a couple seconds to be able to do. And you want to do this for about 3 to 5 complete repetitions. And from there, what I'm going to do is start to focus on spots that are just a little bit more tight and achy. So in the second part, I'm going to stop right over that spot. Like let's say it's right here for me. I want to stretch more into it by just winging my head and my elbows down towards the floor, putting my back into extension, and this feels really good. What you want to do is hold this deep, comfortable stretch for about 15 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax and then take a breather. And then try to do this for about 3 to 5 reps. With each repetition, try to stretch into it just a little bit more to hopefully get that to open up and release. And then from there, you can just switch over different spots as needed. If that spot is still pretty pesky and does not want to open up, let's get right back over that. Here will be the third position. What I'm going to do is either take my hands like this straight, or you can just put them off to the side like this. I'm going to just lower my head down towards the floor as much as we can, and then I'm just going to do a passive stretch with my elbows and hands just down towards the floor. That passive stretch really opens up the spot over the foam roller and can get it, I don't know if you just heard it, but I did get it to finally release, but it can just get it to release just a little bit more into that area to hopefully get it to self-pop. But don't try to force this one, just go towards a very comfortable stretch. And again, you can just switch over different spots at that point and just simply repeat this as needed. If the exercises helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks so much for watching.